All right. Well, welcome. I am like watching Love at Lookout Lake, I think was probably because I've known Jonathan for a couple of years now.
Mm,
And he had mentioned, I'm like, I gotta watch this movie. And then when I saw you two together, I mean, what a perfect pairing of you guys. But I have
thank
to,
you.
since this is our first time meeting, I want you to kind of give us a little bit of a backstory. How did you like, did you always want to do acting, or was it kind of just like something that just progressively happened?
It was always something I wanted to do. Even since I was really little, I'm an only child. And so my parents, I would just put on shows for them. And they were very patient and would watch my shows. And I grew up watching I Love Lucy. And I always really
Mm,
credit that as like a really big influence on me because I've always loved comedies and making people laugh, which is really, which we'll get into. It's kind of ironic because I typically do a lot of like psychological thrillers.
mhm.
So, but it was so nice to get to do a rom-com and, have some levity and get to laugh. But yeah, I've always wanted to be an actor. I think as I've gotten older, how that looks has changed, but I've always wanted to be an actor, always loved acting.
Wow. So like it just was, I think we all have it as a kid. We all like playing make believe and telling
Totally.
stories and whatnot. But it's funny because I have two older sisters, but I laugh because my niece is an only child. She's like 15 now. So she kind of like has like the same mantra. She's like, I'm gonna do something because I'm alone. I feel lonely.
Yeah, I think there's something to that as well. Like being an only child, I was super independent, but I also was like, I didn't have any siblings. I had neighborhood kids and friends, but a lot of times I would play by myself as well. And I think because of that, my imagination was really, really sharp and always working. And so I think that
Hmm.
like that level of make believe was something I really clung to as like a source of community is not the right word, but a source of like not being so lonely.
No, I know what you mean. It was almost you found your niche, not having, I don't want to say the normal family, but like not having siblings. It's like you had to navigate
Totally.
to find yourself in the world.
Exactly, exactly. And so I think maybe because I'm like honestly just coming to this realization in this moment, but like maybe that was a really big part of it too, was being an only child. I've never actually really thought about that being a part of my acting journey, but I think it very well could be.
Now, Love at Lookout Lake, which I literally have like, I had my best friend watch it. I had my aunt watch it. I had like
Oh,
my
thank you.
entire family watch it. I have to ask because it to me it was such a well put together story, and I
Hmm.
think like just seeing as the movie progressed throughout, and it was like a self navigation between two friends who reconnect, and you're trying to find this mysterious author, and and I knew it from the very beginning. I'm like, okay, this is definitely Tyler, aka Jonathan. But I have to ask you, going back to day one, what were your first impressions of this script when it came to be, that it was given to you?
I mean, it was like a breath of fresh air. It really was. Again, because I was doing so many psychological thrillers and like horror films, which I love in their own way. I love those too, but it was something so new and different from what I had been working on. And I just loved the character of Sierra. I think she's like fun and kind of
Mhm.
cheeky and has little moments of sass, but she's really sweet and endearing. And her dynamic with Tyler and the way that they start out together in the beginning where she's the city girl and she's kind of out of her element and a little short with him. And the sort of rapport that they have even from the beginning, I thought was really evident in the script and like really enticing. Um, so yeah, I was really excited to get to play somebody with so much to work with, so much character. And she just was fun. She just was fun.
And it was so much fun to watch. But I have to say, there were so many different. emotions throughout.
Mm.
How was it for you to navigate through so much? And then, Tyler's trying to, knock Sierra off, the scent of, the author. How was it for you to navigate through all of this?
Yeah, I wanted to be really intentional, because we film out of order. So I wanted to be very intentional where she was at her arc in the story that day that we were filming. And I think we had filmed the sort of the climax, the not to spoil anything, but when she finds the box on his
Mhm.
doorstep. We filmed that a little bit closer to the end, and I think like anytime you can film things a little bit in order, it really does kind of service the actors just because we've built up this whole story and sort of chemistry and um, relationship prior to that, that I feel like
Mhm.
the feeling of the betrayal and the pain that was in that moment could be all that much more just, based on something. Like I had that to draw from was what we had already filmed. So that was super helpful. Um, Jonathan is also just like he's great to work with, We really became quick friends. We were spending so much time together because we were staying in a lot of the same places and then driving to places together and then working these 12, 13-hour days. So we got really close really, really fast. And I think that also just helps. But yeah, I think it was so nice to have different shades of Sierra that I got to play with. She wasn't all one thing. She's a complicated little character, and it was fun getting to unravel that as the story progressed and as we filmed.
Well, I have to tell you, like at the point when she finds out that obviously Tyler is JL, and she like leaves, I'm like, no, don't leave him, no. And my mom comes in the room, she's like, what in the world are you screaming at the TV for? I'm like, I'm getting way too invested in this movie. And it
No,
was
I
just,
know. It's so
I'm like,
frustrating.
I'm like, come on, Sierra, come on.
I know because we know that how he feels, but she just feels the betrayal and the sort of cat and mouse game and trivializing her job.
That no, that's what I'm saying. Like, kudos to the writers and the producers of this one because it was like they got you. Like, I don't want to say like certain movies like get you in the beginning, then you kind of get lost and then you're brought back. This just had you from the very beginning and you get so invested in it. And I'm like,
No, I know, I know. This film is very special to me. I feel like also, not to talk too much about it, but like all the other characters in the piece as well, like Phyllis in the
no. Mhm.
diner and Timothy Sutton who plays Craig and Kelsey Reisher who plays Kitty with a K. I just think like the world that Troy, the director, and everybody else that worked on this built, and Jenna, our writer, the
Kudos.
world that they built. Yeah, I just really find it really, really charming and really sweet to watch.
Now, when did you find out that Jonathan was going to be your leading man in this one?
When did I find out? There were like a couple, I want to say there was like 1 or 2 months of like callbacks and auditions for Sierra for getting my role. And I want to say at the last callback, which was maybe what was it? I want to say it was like a month before we started filming, maybe 3 to 4 weeks before we started filming. They said they were working on negotiations with him. So I didn't even know that it was fully confirmed that he was going to be my leading man until maybe I want to say like a week before, maybe a week
Oh my
before, something like that. Yeah, I know.
God.
And
Now,
then
did you know of his work before him?
I had a couple like mutual friends and like, people in the industry that knew him, but I hadn't worked with him before and I hadn't seen too much that he had done, but I definitely knew of him and, had heard great things about working with him. So yeah, I was excited. And it was funny because they sat us right next to each other on the flight we filmed in Georgia we're both in Los Angeles. And so they sat us there. So we started right off,
You
getting
know,
to know each other.
I always say I've known him for a couple of years now. When you meet him, it's like at that very moment when you meet him, it's like okay, there's so much good in the world because it's like you are nothing but he's got such a soul and such a spirit. And it's just you feel so comfortable with him. And you could
Mhm.
tell that both of you were on screen together.
Yeah, yeah. No, he's very generous scene partner. And again, like I do think we had great chemistry just off the bat. And then it helped so much how much time we were just spending with each other and getting to know each other. Which is luxurious. You don't always have that with a scene partner or a co-star. So yeah, it was a really good experience.
Now, did you guys like have like favorite parts? Did you have favorite parts working with him in this one?
You know, it's a good question. I don't know what he would say. I would say like I I personally it's like been now it's been over a year and a half since we filmed this, maybe like a year and 9 months. So I'm a little fuzzy, but like I don't remember what my favorite thing filming maybe was. I loved the rowboat. I remember I loved the rowboat scene, but watching, I am really partial to for whatever reason, I love the scene with the dog with
Yes.
Joey. I think it's really cute and really sweet and again cheeky and fun and it has that sort of game that they're playing really is super evident in that part. But then I also love the part where they're eating the pie and it's at night and just I think that's a really sweet scene. And yeah, it was fun getting to watch it after so long because I kind of forgot a little bit about parts of it. So I kind of got to watch it a little bit with fresh eyes. And yeah, it was really sweet.
I love it. Now I had because I always ask everybody this because I know I'm my own worst critic. When you watch like the movie you've done, do you like like critique yourself?
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, yeah. I have to like if I'm watching with people too, I have to like bite my tongue and just, keep quiet and let them watch it and enjoy it. But I'm of course it's some projects are harder than others to watch. But totally. I mean, I like to think that that's probably mostly good. I'm always learning from watching things back that I've done. But yeah, oh yeah, it's hard not to. It's hard not to have an opinion.
Yeah, especially like I look at it like if I'm looking at myself like from watching something that I've done, say a movie, and I'll be like, why did I do that? Oh my
Oh,
God.
totally, totally. And you can, yeah, you could beat yourself up or like just take it as okay, well, hey, I didn't like that moment, but then you watch the next scene and maybe you like that moment. So, but yeah, I'm definitely a bit of a critic of myself.
Guilty as charged. But I think it also, I've been doing this for so long and just understanding like the point of view from your side, I feel like everyone I think is like a lesson you learn about yourself as an actor. You learn, okay, this didn't work, so let's tweak it and we fix it for the next project.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think I'm so grateful that like there are some projects I feel like I've done that I've never seen or I've never seen the end product. So, and I'm just so grateful to get to, watch this. And again, like I said, it's nice that it's been a little bit of time. So I do kind of have fresh eyes to watch it. I'm not so wrapped up in just having filmed it. But yeah, I'm so grateful because I really do learn. I learned so much getting to see the finished product and see the choices that I made.
And you're like, why?
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, well, but then you have others that you're very proud of, so it balances out.
Now you touched on it because I watched some of the sci-fi stuff you did, and it's like this girl does rom-com, and then I'm watching sci-fi. I'm like, dang, was that like always the genre you wanted to start with sci-fi, or was it just like just happen?
I do love like psychological thrillers, like things that are like uh mind twisty and I love stuff like that. And I've always kind of been drawn to even just watching and consuming content that's like that. But what's funny is right before this movie, right before Love at Look at Lake, I filmed a very dark psychological thriller. And so I think it was within a couple of days that then I started Love It, Look at Lake. So it was totally, totally a huge switch. But I think I needed it because it was such a dark project to like again come into some levity, come into some comedy and some love. I was like, okay, I think I needed this. But yeah, I do find myself drawn towards these like dark dramas and darker characters, but I don't think I'm like that in real life. So maybe that's a little bit why I
Girl,
get to
you do it really
explore.
well. You do it really well. Like
Thank you.
I'm like sitting here going, dang, this girl needs to like go on like Lifetime or like do some suspenseful thrillers.
Yeah, yeah, I did a Lifetime last year and it was very dark again and she was a very dark and twisty character and yeah, I guess it's just like, getting to explore that other side to myself or a side of myself that I never explore in real life. But I love rom-coms too. I had a great time. It's fun to like I said, it's fun to get to laugh.
Well, I always say this because I've talked to different actors. Okay, Jonathan does the spooky stuff, scares the crap out of me. And then he does the rom-com. But it's like now hearing from your standpoint, it's like we don't understand. Like to do like a scary, suspenseful thriller is highly emotional. And to come out of
Mhm.
it and to do like I know I would be like, okay, rom com, I'm in. Because it's like an emotional release. Because we see the finished product, but it's like you understand there's a lot of emotion. And it's
Mhm.
probably a lot for you guys to come out of it and be like, okay, back to me, back to, getting myself out. I mean, do you find like that emotional roller coaster, like going from a sci fi thriller to, say, a rom com?
It's funny, like usually I find myself that it's not so hard to get out of that headspace or shake it, but the one that I did right before Love at Lookout Lake, I really did harbor it. Like I did hold on to it and it was hard to shake. I think because we filmed it, we were staying in the same location that we were filming it in. And so I was kind of like saturated in the experience, which again wasn't
Mhm.
bad as an act, like for the acting process, it was helpful. But I think coming out of it, like I was having dreams as this character, and I just was like, okay, yeah, I think I need a full reset. And so yeah, doing a rom-com, I think it would have been really hard if I was going into another psychological thriller or horror film or something like that. But to do a full 180 and get to do a rom-com was really, I think it was probably the perfect thing to shake me out of that.
I understand because it's like, speaking with my family or say my best friend or whatever, and they'll ask me questions. I'm like, you have to understand, we see a sci fi thriller, say, on the TV or in the movies, but you don't understand emotionally how it can be emotionally draining for these actors, and they have to
Totally.
recenter themselves. So I love that aspect of it because we see how much vulnerability goes into it. And it does. I mean, you guys do an amazing thing, but also it's very vulnerable and you're very
Mm,
much human.
thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I think, this every movie has their challenges, but I think that getting to play a character like Sierra was the perfect sort of thing I needed after the roller coaster of emotions that I went through for the psychological thriller. But this one also has a roller coaster of emotions, especially towards the end. So
Yes, I think I probably screamed at my TV a few times. I'm like, Sierra, wake up! Don't
I
let me
know.
go.
I know it's so frustrating. You're like, get it together, girl. It's right there.
And then when she's like, she goes to the house and he's not there, I'm like, damn it, Tyler, where are you?
I
And
know. I
like,
know. They keep missing each other. I
uh,
know.
do you have like a favorite actor or actress you want to, maybe work with?
Oh, to work with. Oh my gosh, so many. Somebody I always say, this is really going to double down on me talking about psychological thrillers, but somebody I always say like their career and their film choices that I would like to emulate in some way is Mia Goth, who does like
Oh,
Pearl and yeah, yeah, very so
mhm.
again, very dark and twisty, but I've always loved Kate Winslet, Kate Blanchett, the Cates. Um, maybe I'm partial. So many. Oh my gosh, like Viola Davis. I mean, I would be so lucky to work with any of these actors in any capacity or have any ounce of what they have.
Let me tell you something. You can do a Kate Winslet. You two can be sisters.
We do get a similar we have a similar little look, I think. And
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, I love
Yeah.
her.
I'm
I
like,
love
you're just
her.
singing. I'm like, hmm, possible potential movie.
Yeah, let's try. Let's try to pitch that to somebody.
Well, Jonathan will tell you, this is not our first meeting and it will not be our last one. And trust me, I will be always behind you supporting, hey, hey, she needs another one.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Yeah. No,
No,
I appreciate you getting so many people to watch our movie too. That's so sweet.
because you know what it is, and I've told Jonathan this, I don't know how many times, you know, when I got this over 10 years ago to do this, and I went to school for it, and I did all the things, and then kind of like how you guys go through, who the heck is going to want to talk to me? All the doubts.
Right.
And it was like when I came back to it, I'm like, I'm a lover of movies and I respect the job that you guys do. So it's like,
Mm,
it's my honor to promote, say, a movie like this because I think everybody needs it in the world that it is now, kind of get that break. But I don't know, I may have watched
mm.
it a few times, few times, 10 or more with all of my
No,
family.
I love that. I love that. Thank you, Donna. You, your love of this movie, it's so nice because I also love this movie, but I feel like I'm so biased. So it's nice.
No, you're
It's
not.
so lovely to hear.
No, you're all
And
good.
my mom loves this movie and my mom's friends, but again, a little biased. But
I
I think it's really charming and really sweet. And yeah, so thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you, watching it.
Oh, always. And I bet your mom's like your biggest cheerleader.
Oh, totally. Yeah, she's the best.
Probably like, yeah, that's my daughter.
I know. And this one's not so, I don't die in it. I'm not killing anybody. She's like, oh, phew, I can show this one to people. We can watch it.
Thanks, Mom.
I know.
I mean,
I
I
think she
am going
likes
to
this
play
one.
the dark ones.
Right, right. She's just like, I don't want to see that. It's too much. She'll still support it, but I get it. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch that.
If she's anything like my mom, she has like the blanket over her head, and she's got like one eye peeking out.
Exactly. She's like, I'm supporting you. I'm proud of you.
I promise. I promise.
No, exactly.
Well, do you have like any other projects that you're maybe coming out with?
I have a couple films coming out this year. I don't know exactly when. There's one movie I'm excited about that's called Ceiling. Um, we should know soon when that one's coming out and how to watch it. But yeah, there's a couple things on the radar, but nothing concrete with a date or anything yet.
Oh, girl, after Love It, Look Out, like you're gonna be fine.
I know. I would love to do another rom-com. That was the only one I've done. That was like it. So I would
All
love
right,
to do another.
uh-huh. Now I'm gonna have to put contacts out to all the leading men that I know, and Jonathan to have another one.
Yeah, I'll
You know
text
what,
him.
buddy? You need to have another one with her. I'm
A
just saying.
sequel.
I'm just saying. I'll be your sideline manager on that.
Thank you. Thank you. I will take it. You would be an amazing manager,
Well, thank you.
publicist.
I appreciate it. No, seriously. I mean, like, I watched some of your darker ones, and now I got to go find the Lifetime one when I get off this. As soon as I put it on, my mom's like, "Is that you putting on Lifetime?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, okay, fine."
She knows what she's in for.
Well,
Dark and twisty.
she knows I like the dark, twisted ones.
Yeah.
She knows that I like the rom coms, so she goes, "Okay, what are we watching?" She goes,
Oh.
I'm like, because like I said, it's just I love taking that moment away from real life and
Hmm.
just enjoying myself.
Oh, totally. There's nothing like it.
I mean,
There's
this is
nothing better.
10 years later, I'm doing this, and it's all because of the love of
Amazing.
movies.
I
But
love that.
oh, sweet girl, I love you. I knew I was gonna love you.
No, likewise. I know. I feel like we've been emailing, but I knew it was going to be such a fun chat.
And I feel like I've like known you like forever.
I know, right? It's so
I
easy to
believe it.
talk to and just like we could talk. I feel like we could talk forever about anything.
Well, honey, this will not be our last, trust me, because I know with everything else that's coming along, we will definitely reconnect. But just really, congratulations. You're a star. You're a star in the making, and I know that there's going to be plenty more on the horizon for you.
No, thank you, Donna. That means a lot. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me too,
Oh,
out of
honey,
your busy week.
I love Sierra, and I love you. And now I know where. Now, now I know it's like now I see the mesh of the two of you together.
Yeah, I know. Although brunette, well, a
Mhm.
couple of things have changed, but it's still the
No longer
same.
a blonde. No longer a blonde, but that's okay. It's funner.
It is. It's like I said, it's too easy to change our hair color. It shouldn't be this easy.
Hmm. It's really, guys don't understand the whole fun of it.
They really don't. They really don't. They can't learn. It's our thing.
It's a girl thing. It's a girl thing. That's it. Oh, honey, it. I can't wait to see the new stuff coming out. And
Yes, I will keep you updated.
yes, keep me posted, and I'm following you, so I'll know like what's happening and stuff. But thank you so much. I know your time is busy, and I appreciate you taking the time.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much. And yes, we will definitely chat again. This won't be the last one.
Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna go message Jonathan. Hey, I have like a best friend for life now. You
So, say
may.
hi for me. I'll text him too.
All right, sweetie. I will see you soon.
Thank you so much, Donna. I'll see you
You're
soon.
all right, honey.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.